Welcome back to the opening day of competition at the Rio Pro. We're already into round one, heat number 7. Nat Young, Michel, Bourez, and Alex Ribeiro all looking for a first place spot to skip right into round 3. Solid matchup on paper, 30-minute heats, unlimited wave count. These guys can just go blow for blow to try to end up on top.
You know what I like about this place, Joe? It's sort of surf-stoked fans. You know, people come here to watch the event as we see surfers getting underway very quickly. But geez, we've seen some upsets as well. Matty Wilco into the second round along with our defending world champion Adrian de Souza. It's not easy out there.
The dream of qualifying for the tour, but he's heading one step closer to that direction of the top 34. This is now Nat Young representing Santa Cruz. Got a quick snap off the top. He's carrying speed well through the flats. He just has to find a place to put it here. And he's left searching on the inside corner. Next wave setting up for Michel Bourez. The Tahitian now setting up the backhand whip. Good timing in the whitewater corner, but it's going to hold him back from the inside section, and he's out.
It's going to be interesting to see if some of the natural footers find him. This is Michel Bourez on his backhand. He's won this event before on his backhand, so deciding to keep to it. And that wave there not cooperating. You can see how tough these little left-handers are, trying to find that reform and then just get stuck in the whitewater. So nothing special there for Michel Bourez. And then Nat Young as well. One big turn to kick things off, and then the wave hits that sort of that channel and it goes a little fat. So these guys are going to have to reposition themselves and try and find some wave with a bit more vertical face on it to get those big scores.
Made a final the following season in Fiji, runner-up to Gabriel Medina. And he's been waiting to get back in that final heat ever since, as we now look at a rider-up, Alex Ribeiro, part of that rookie contingent. Clean backside surfing, and he'll get on the board.
Yeah, he's had a tough year so far, as we see Nat again up and running.
Another blast off the lip for Nat Young. Good for one move, and he's out. So all three of these guys keeping the judges very busy. Whereas with a 1.67 to a 3.5, let's see what happened to Nat here.
Yeah, beautiful opening maneuver. That's what we like from Nat Young, just that powerful, solid backhand snap. I mean, it's got probably one of the most solid backhanders on tour. And we can see Alex here. Alex has had a bit of a tough year, injured himself on the Gold Coast, and kind of looks like he's back at 100%, but he needs to just try and find a heat win to get that momentum going.
Working closely with Matt Biolis to get a fresh quiver for this event. He's had some really fun free surfs. This is Nat Young now. Young full wrap off the top, little speed jam on the inside corner. Solid power stance, and he's moving the right way. 2.83 was Nat's start, and he'll be improving.
It's really hard to predict what's going to come, so you've got to kind of prowl the lineup and just keep rolling the dice. And Nat Young finds a good little left-hander here underneath priority. Solid turn there from Nat. I like this finish from him. Just solid, as you said, Joe. Oozes confidence once he gets the ball rolling.
17:15 remaining in round one, heat number 7. Nat Young now in position to showcase that backhand attack. He spent a lot of time in the tube at the wave pool the other day. Goes for that same approach. Quick up and out. And Nat still hangs on to his lead. Nat Young, the highlighted surfer, featured in the top 10, got busy during the break here, Potts.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is that wave we were watching, Joe. That tide is just perfect right now for this little part of the bank. And Nat Young is just taking advantage, obviously doing a lot of practice in Kelly's wave pool, and that's paid dividends right there. The thing that amazes me is the crowd's yelling as Ribeiro's up and riding.
Ribeiro now checking out a layback hack on the left, and he'll end up going down. But going for a massive turn on that finishing section. He's got a lot of distance from Michel and Alex, and we'll see if they end up going down to the same bank.
Yeah, look at this wave here again from Nat Young. I mean, he's found something, hasn't he? And that's the thing what you got to do. He was sitting alongside Bourez and Ribeiro and decided to move down the beach, and it has paid off. I mean, the last 3 waves from Nat Young have been absolute little gems, and he finds himself in a good position.
Also seeing the left. What happened here?
Well, just going for broke. Obviously, they're throwing the board right out in front of him, laying back. They didn't get his weight over the board enough, so Ribeiro goes down. So, you know, sometimes when those closeout sections come at you, you've really got to throw caution to the wind.
These lefts are really lighting up. The bank's changed a bit right now, but Silvera, he's on to round number 3. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to watch, going through the post-heat interview of Silveira. He actually shares a coach with Adriano de Souza. So you heard him kind of saying how they were kind of staying away from each other and kind of keeping their distance. But right now, out in the water, he's still going with Nat Young out in front, just blazing through it, getting some amazing right-handers.
Quickly, because this is already event number 4 of the season. We have plenty to look forward to down the stretch. Looking at this right, former Rio champ, Michel Bourez goes down on his first turn. He shows it doesn't have to be a long stretched out point break. He loves his backhand and beach breaks in all sorts of conditions. This is Ribeiro now, still hunting the left, winding up for the air, tail high reverse, tough impact, and he'll go down once again.
Yeah, and I think, it was a bit of a shame that he hurt himself on the Gold Coast.
As we continue with this one, Michel Bourez punches out the lip with a tail slide. Wraps it, then here comes the float to finish. So Bourez going down on his previous ride will now attempt to break the combo. With 6:30 to go.
I love that finishing maneuver there, connected just perfect. But yeah, that's the thing with this place. You've got to be on the ball. You've got to be able to change up your game plan.
Here comes Nat, changing the game. Went right, now looking at a ramp on the left. A full rotation punt. Everyone talks about his backhand, and a quick reminder that he's got some air game when it comes to running lefts. Ribeiro looking the same direction. And a little bit frustrated. He'll get out of there. 5:30 remaining.
But at the moment, needing a 9.27, so a single digit needed.
Nat Young, how'd you like this air?
Yeah, beautiful air, beautiful rotation, perfect timing. Clicked on that, absolutely perfect. So looking to replace a 5.83. Let's have a look from the drone vision. I love this angle. You can just see the rotation that he gets. It's nice, soft landing. That's what you're looking for. You don't want that abrupt landing right there again, connected. You can see that front foot sliding forward. Perfect technique right there from Nat Young. We don't see enough of that from him. To be able to then turn it up, crank it up, and just pull into some crazy barrels in those heavy conditions is good.
Now getting a little bit of momentum is Alex Ribeiro. He goes down. So the last 5 waves for Ribeiro have been in the incomplete range.
You're out for half the year, so tough call.
So Jack's back competing against Connor Coffin as well. Both rookies will be going for it. Here at the Oi Rio Pro, you see Bourez just kind of kicking out, showing the body language that wasn't too happy with the way that left was bowling up. That's right, a great system in the sport here in 2016 as we see an absolutely shredded lineup. Remember at the start of this heat it was nice and offshore. Now we've got a lot of ribs in the face, but still some big numbers coming down for the world's best. Nat Young used that win to his air game with a 6.77, also has an 8.27 that he got on his backhand, and he'll take the big win and head right into round 3. Former event champ Michel Bourez will be rerouted into round 2, and Alex Ribeiro will try to work it out later on this week.